Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa & Associates. For consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.
Hello, my name is Mary Campbell, legal assistant at the law firm of Figueroa & Associates, and your presenter with a special immigration report. Civilian tracking of ICE in real time. Is it legal? As U.S. immigration enforcement intensifies, a growing number of private citizens are tracking Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, agents using mobile apps and social media to warn migrants in real time. But does this practice hold up under the law? What follows is a detailed examination of the constitutional, statutory, and practical considerations rooted in recent reporting. Growing practice. Frustrated by sweeping deportation measures and armed with minimal resources, activists nationwide, from California to New York, have begun monitoring ICE operations. Using apps, social media, and on-the-ground surveillance, they report ICE activities such as vehicles departing staging areas or agents conducting raids. One example comes from Los Angeles, where Francisco Chavo Romero and others with Union del Barrio shadow ICE agents' vehicles and broadcast alerts to the community. Legal protections under the First Amendment. Legal experts widely agree that monitoring ICE in public places is constitutionally permissible, so long as activists remain passive observers. Recording law enforcement in public spaces is broadly lawful, a principle applied consistently across multiple jurisdictions. Electronically mapping ICE activity, or sharing it, is protected, provided there's no interference with operations. Documenting ICE activity and publicly sharing their whereabouts, if intended to facilitate avoidance, may place one in a legally uncertain position. Limits. At what point might it be illegal? The key legal concern emerges when such tracking tips into interference. If the sharing of information is used in a way that directly interferes with enforcement operations, such as directing people away from raids in real time, it may be considered crossing a legal boundary. While prior cases have upheld the legality of tracking law enforcement activity for purposes like traffic alerts, communications designed to diminish the effectiveness of enforcement efforts could be treated differently and potentially face prosecution. Case study. The ICE Block app. Further illustrating this issue is ICE Block, an iOS app developed to share ICE agent locations in real time. Available in 14 languages and featuring anonymous reporting, the app reached over 95,000 users by mid-2025. The app's creator said legal counsel had confirmed its legality. Simultaneously, ICE and Trump administration officials denounced it, citing risk to agent safety, and explored possible legal actions. Notably, an official warned the app's developer to watch out. Historical context and legal precedents. For decades, U.S. courts have affirmed the right to record law enforcement in public. Apps like Waze, which warn about police speed traps, have generally been upheld. Such protections, however, don't extend unequivocally when the purpose is to thwart law enforcement objectives. Recording immigration enforcement officers in public is generally lawful, and sharing sightings in a way that does not interfere with enforcement is typically constitutionally protected. However, when alerts are used to actively help individuals evade enforcement, such as directing migrants away from operations in real time, this conduct may be viewed as unlawful interference. Similarly, developing or using alert applications can remain lawful when functioning in a passive informational manner, but the risk increases significantly if the tool is designed or used to facilitate obstruction of enforcement activities. Final thoughts. From a legal standpoint, citizens tracking ICE in public spaces is largely protected under the First Amendment. The key threshold is the intent to interfere, and whether that interference can be demonstrated. Activists must tread carefully, ensuring their efforts remain within the bounds of protected free speech. Those aiming to support migrant communities can continue providing situational awareness. but every action must be evaluated for its practical and legal impact.
Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa & Associates. For consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.